Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call. Thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Trim up.
Good morning, everyone, and good evening and good afternoon for all the other guys all over the rest of the world. Good morning, Tommy. Welcome. I am almost ready to go now before start procedure. Everybody's so up early and getting ready. I think I'm going to be the last one leaving.
All doors and hatches are closed. We're ready to connect.
Landing at runway 7 right, waiting.
Hello, Jet Power. There's a new customer. There's an old customer. Look at how the guys are standing there, ready to go already. Morning, Steve. Morning, Kev. Insomnia. Also, oh my goodness, I had a good sleep last night. Oh, it was amazing. So you ready? I'm waiting for the tow truck, and I'll announce and go. Let's give it a go.
Connected, bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I'm going to discuss the issues and stuff and the new settings and everything I've changed in due course. Yeah. In actual fact, you know what? While we're not moving, let me just at least show you this. Okay, so I've brought down my texture quality. If I take it more down, it looks like an old Atari TV game, you know, then it's not worth it for me anyway. All right. So that one I dropped by 1. Anisotropic AA, those things I've dropped from, you know, where they were down to where they are now. Cloud quality I've put back on low. There's no point in having good clouds, but I can't fly, you know, it's rubbish. My rendering distance and objects are low. I don't want to change the boats. I forgot about changing the boats. We'll just leave it. It's not the end of the world, but that's about it. That's what I did. And then I never took screenshots, but in my X-Organizer, I literally went and I disabled any and every bit of scenery, any and everything like extended night lights, the Europe stuff, you know, what's it, some heaven stuff, all of it's dead. Prefab airports, any and everything that I felt I could just kill, I killed. It's dead. It's not running. So this is obviously add-on scenery that I'm using, and this is about the only scenery package. In fact, it is the only scenery package that I have currently in my system that is active. Every other thing has been disabled. So we're going to see if it helps. Heathrow traffic, good morning, Skymatix 001, pushing back gate 502. Start number 2 engine. Good morning, ASO. No, ASO, this is very clearly a game killer. If LR does not fix this, they're going to throw away the last bit of their support, so they better fix this. This is how dire and serious this is, because now, I mean, I'm getting the brunt of it with AMD graphics, but I've spoken to quite a few other people that are having very similar issues, and they're on NVIDIA. Some of them are on 490s, you know, so there's clearly an issue with some of us. And this is also why I've gone and disabled all the other third-party stuff, because it could very well be that Laminar is pulling one way and the third-party guys are now having to catch up a little bit. And I mean, if this flight is successful, I'm pretty sure that what I've just said is what's happening. Is Laminar is pulling one way and the third-party guys now need to kind of follow suit. All right, if they don't, there's going to be a problem, and then it's going to come down to education. We're going to have to tell everybody, hey guys, you know what, you can't use that wonderful scenery you've been using for 2 and 3 years, you know, get rid of it, or do this or do that, you know. So either way, I think, me personally, this is just my opinion, is they are playing with the cat's balls. It's a dangerous game, because I don't think everybody has got access or the will to access the information if it is published. And you know, once it becomes a drag, people are just going to drop the product, you know. So I'm hoping that whatever they do it proper.
Skymatix VA airborne past 1,500 feet.
Morning, Jean-Pierre. Morning, Christer. Morning, Andrew. I don't know if I said to you, Andrew, anyway.
Set parking brake.
Set parking brake. Start number 2 engine.
Connecting tool. Stand by.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yes, Alex, it is.
Already started.
Start number 1 engine. Sorry, man.
Starting number 1 engine.
Sorry, Linda. Morning, Scotsman. Right, okay, on to something else. Now that I see Scotsman here. Scotsman, just to clarify something, Zibo gave me instructions. I followed the instructions. Then he came back.
The tool is disconnected and the bypass pin has been removed. Hand signals on your right-hand side. Take care up there. We'll see you next time.
All right, so in terms of the particle system, guys, before we move, I need to show you this. If you guys haven't received the NOTAM yet, please pay attention. Let me quickly get there and I will show you. I'm probably going to just have to do this in my other version of Explain. Just give me a second. Let me get to where I need to be and I'll show you. We need to move the particle folder that Zibo put in the latest Zibomod fix update. We need to move that. And just bear with me, I'll quickly get it and show you.
0527, line up and wait, runway 27 right.
Right, okay, so here we have the fixes that comes from Zibo. Let's go to the beta. I haven't done anything here yet, so I'll show you guys here. So normal standard update operation is you open up the zip that you get from me and Zibo, and you simply drag and drop it. You replace everything, and happiness is. But in this version, this is version 4.3.5, the particle folder is in the wrong position. You see it lies there at the top. It shouldn't. The particles must be cut. Okay, so we're going to cut them. You're going to go to objects, and you see there's another particle. So don't go and put particles inside of particles. Very important, right? You need to actually paste it in there so that it merges. All right, so you have to overwrite them. All right, there you go. All right. The other way of doing it is go into the particle folder, go into the particle folder, and then drag and drop. It gives you the same effect. So the aim of the game is you need to take out the particle folder from the Zibo root, and it needs to move into objects so that it merges with that one. All right, and at the end of the day, that's what it needs to look like. Once you've done that, that third new de-icing truck that covers the elevator and the tail fin, okay, you will see the actual particles as he sprays. And this is how you fix it. Okay, so please, please, please make a plan that you remember to do that your Zibo can be up to date. I hope that's easy and simple enough for everybody to understand. Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
Yeah, I was waiting because I was speaking to Zibo in the background, and remember he said he didn't test it. So I was waiting for him, and the funny thing is he answered you and me basically on the same timestamp. You know, so instead of telling me and then me telling you, he just told you directly. So I deleted my other comments to you in Discord, so I didn't want to confuse other people. PY Core, welcome back. Yeah, I'm glad you like it. Excellent. Okay, Tommy. Good. Let's get going. Heathrow traffic Skymatix 001, taxi via Alpha, holding point for runway 27 right. Yeah, I know, it's good, it's sorted now.
Heathrow traffic, Skymatix 0527 cleared for takeoff, runway 27 right.
Yes, CJ, yes. For the AMD guys, it seems to be a little worse. I'm speaking for myself, okay? Some other AMD guys have said, no, they're okay. But some of them have got bigger graphics cards than me. So, VRAM definitely in the last three versions, the last stable version and these two beta versions are a hell of an issue. I'm pretty sure your 2080 still has life left in it. I won't write it off so quickly. It's just the way Laminar do things. I think not too many of us actually pay attention to what they send out and write out. You know, I don't feel like sitting on their Discord and reading through all thousands and millions of posts to try and figure out what's wrong, what's happened, what not. So I rely on other people to kind of give me that information, and then I'll pass it on to you guys.
Heathrow traffic, Skymatix 0527, passing 3,000 feet.
I'm actually not on Alpha, am I? Let me go check my chart. I think I'm on the wrong side. Give me a second. I've restarted my sim so many times. I'm freaking still on beta? I wanted, Bravo, I wanted to go to alpha. I restarted my sim this morning so many times, testing, taking things out, putting things in, going crazy. I'll go on to alpha just now. Weird. I don't know how I missed that. Not concentrating, I suppose, talking too much. Morning, Vaughan.
Traffic 719.
Guys, just as a matter of interest, a lot of people have picked up on Symlink also creating FPS issues for them. All right. The only time you're going to notice if it is Symlink is if you actually disable it while you are having the FPS issues. If you're not having FPS issues, you'll see no difference by disabling it. It's going to make no difference. You won't notice. But once you get very, very low FPS, just try and disable your exit out of Symlink and give it a try. A couple of people have said to me it did wonders for them. Now we're on the right one. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Yes, yeah, I've heard a couple of people talk about that. I don't use the native built-in ATC of any flight simulator.
Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready for before takeoff checklist.
Now, Tommy, I think everybody's got it, but AMD is more severe. Yeah, always. Process of elimination is very important. True, Christer, true. And the betas, man. Gotta test them, you gotta live with them, gotta sort it out.
Procedure. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Heathrow traffic Skymatix 001, and we're taking off runway 27 right. I'll check the message just now. I saw it popped up, but my hands are kind of tied. I'll check it now when I'm in the air. Let's go.
Approaching 27 right. On runway 27 right.
to make sure we are kind of straight on that tiller, and then let's go. Let's see. That wind is a factor.
Takeoff thrust set.
A bit of a crosswind. Yeah.
Throttle hold.
It's coming from the left, so let's roll into it, kick right. That's better. It's much better.
V1. Rotate.
There we go.
Positive rate.
Gear up. That wind lifts that wing very quickly when it gets under it, eh? Let's get the autopilot to do the hard work for us.
Acceleration altitude.
It's VRAM. CJ, it's in their release notes. I showed it yesterday on stream as well. It's in the release notes. The previous beta, they were talking specifically AMD VRAM issues. The last one, it was just called VRAM issues. So they are definitely messing. And you could very well be right that the core of the problem is and starts with Vulkan, right? But they're messing, whatever it is, whatever language they're writing, whatever portion of the script they're writing, it's affecting VRAM. Now, Alex, I made the mistake of updating my other one to the previous stable version, and the previous stable version is where this nonsense already happened, so it's useless to me. CJ, that is the weight on wheels switch that clicks. It needs to click so that the aircraft knows it's in the air. If we're talking about the correct same one.
Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Tommy, yeah, the unfortunate thing is the previous stable version already had the problem. It wasn't huge, but it was already present. I already had my crashes starting there already. So for me, there's no point in going back and scheduled descent. Can you believe it? There's no point in me going back to any of the known versions. We'll just stick it out, unfortunately. Yes, there you go. Kev has got the right one there. Right, so now we just have to stick it out a little while because of all the restrictions and stuff.
4 clear to take off.
John Pierre, if you're lucky, my friend. Then you just say thank you and smile and wave. The rest of us will get there soon enough. We can only hope, so. I do have, Kevin. Yeah, my Zink is on.
Come on. 9 clear, Zibomod 27 right.
I see we have Amsterdam radar online. There's our train forming nicely already again. And we are accelerating, climbing. Looks like we are done with the restrictions. Fantastic. Kev, just to come back to your question about Zink and all. Ooh, look at that. Wind change. My issue is not FPS. My FPS remains high. It's not an FPS issue. The moment I switch Zink off, my FPS dies. The issue here is specifically VRAM. I just run out of VRAM. It's still on, yes, Scotsman.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Cats are good. Yeah, that's for Laminar to figure out, CJ. All I know is that a couple of us are, or were, I'm kind of over it now, because now I've got a better grasp on it. But I mean, a couple of us were quite depressed yesterday. It was just not good for us. Thank you. Appreciate it, Kev. See, the funny thing with my AMD graphics is I've got 12 gig physical VRAM, but then it also uses a 32 gig shared VRAM situation. I presume it's a cache file or something on the hard drive. And that all runs out. It just goes, poof, gone. Yeah, the cloud transitions are nice. And because we're above 10,000, we're in the X-plane weather domain now. And you can see, look at the nice weather radar. Whoop, whoop. Now we need to keep an eye on the wings again. So we don't pick up some icing there. We might as well switch on our engine anti-ice because it's cold. Checking the wings. Yeah, I like the way the radar displays now. If any of you have a legend that can actually tell us all the different colors, I would appreciate that we can share it in the community. I have not looked. I can probably find myself to, but I haven't looked, to be honest. $64 gig RAM, Alex. I haven't seen it on the wipers, to be honest, but I just usually check here on the wings and here on the engine. There you can immediately see when you've got ice. Yeah, I suppose that'll have to be one of the updates that Andre needs to do to the xEnviro, eh? As far as I know, yes. So if you can find the next rad legend, that'll be cool. Like I said, I can probably also go look. But morning, Mac.
Morning, Nika.
Heathrow traffic, 1-6, Stand Heathrow traffic, almost 1, departed runway 27 right, climbing to 24. Climbing to 3 down.
I think I found it. Let's see, how can I share this with you? This is not helpful. Hey. Give me a second, I'm trying to... Okay, I think I know what I can do. Hold on. Let's go there. Krister, yeah, it will do that if your IP number changes. If you change your network card, or you go from a physical network card to a Wi-Fi network card, things like that. So... Yeah, Jet Power, thank you. I've got one step further. Thank you, Steve. I just need to get this picture quickly sorted out, and then I'll share it with you guys. Right, so it's not the best quality because I'm manipulating it a little bit. It's rather small, okay? So please forgive me, but I'm gonna put it on the net and then I'll share it with you guys. See if you can open that screenshot. That should give us a nice breakdown. My one opens this side. Okay. Insane, it's very easy to check for icing. You do the same thing. You look at your wings, right? In the Zibo. There are other ways of checking, obviously. In the Zibomod, you'll see your... your windows also ice up on the sides, okay? And if you don't have your window heat on, the whole window will close up. In the real aircraft, what the guys do is they look at this little nut over there. If there's icing, they know there is. But for now, at night, what you can do... these lights are still on. What you can do is you can use your wing light. I can just show you. See, that second one is wing light. Once you switch your wing light on and you go look at your wing, it's fully lit up. Then you can see it. You know, there's a huge, you know, floodlight that shows you your wings. The thing in the Zibo that I've noticed is by the time that your windows start icing up, your wings are iced up already. You know, so it's a time delay thing. Anyway. Either or, you just have to keep an eye on it.
To level off.
Wow. All right. So yeah, I think that is a really nice to have picture. Coming back to that now. Ooh, you guys are spamming me here. Thank you, everybody that has contributed. I really appreciate the effort. It's nice to have you guys interact with me like this, actually. Really nice. Thank you. I'm going to put this in Skymatix chat. I'm going to drop the original file in there, so we have some reference to it. Yeah. Right, how are we doing on the flight? 176 for top of descent. All right. Morning, morning.
Morning, John.
I'm not streaming here in the channel just to save some more VRAM. I just cut everything I could, so that's one of the things to saying. Oh, ATC, yes, I need to probably speak to ATC now. Where are they? Yes. Let's quickly talk to him. Why can I not hear him?
Hey, good morning. Skymatix VA Flight.
Amsterdam radar Skymatix 001 inbound flight level 370 inbound Mike Alpha Victor Alpha Sierra.
001, good morning, sir. Identified flight level 370.
Maintaining 370 on course Skymatix 001.
Amsterdam radar, Skymatix VA Flight, flight level 370, request per flight.
0.9 elevated.
We'll report back in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
If you say so. ANDIK, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, just checked. Okay. Happy Born Day. Hello, Gav, okay. Yes, I used to use it with my previous machine. I can't remember the name of it, but I used to use it extensively because that machine was so old. I had to manage my cores and the usage and stuff.
Eurowings 256, climb flight level 290.
Climb to flight level 290, Eurowings 256.
Compare the monitor you from 1 to 2 decimal 8, bye-bye.
Switch to Unicom 1 to 2.8. Thank you very much and bye-bye. Eurowings 256.
H7 Quebec uniform, Amsterdam radar, reading you 5. H7 Quebec uniform, no problem, sir. Descent flight level 230 to be level, Stoneham.
Hi. I'm sitting here talking. I don't know what you heard. Flight Simulator X, I think that could be a carrier option. One of the guys will say, yes, he has it. The next guy says, no, they don't have it. You know, then there's a fist fight. I don't know. I like to see it, so I use it. It's one of those things. Tommy, Alt and F4 in Windows means you close a window, close a program. I have to try that myself.
Bravo 15, Bravo on board, ready to come.
Yeah, Laminar must move their backsides, then I'll be happy. They really need to sort this.
With that 2 Echo for runway 18 left, initial climb 6,000, box 2103, flooding 3.
There's your town coming, the next town up.
Walk 2103 and we are ready for push. Flooding 3. 1002, clear for push. 1 3.
Amsterdam Dada, Skymatix VA Flight, and I'm back to go.
Gotcha. So, fine. 005. But we have rain, and what's our ceiling broken? Okay. Okay. Right, okay. We're going to do 262. Go back, go back, go back. Poor. Right.
008, yeah. Good morning, Amsterdam. Is there any curfew?
Aye,
Good
228.
morning. Flight level 370. Climate maintain, flight level 370. Oh, there is that.
Yo.
Hey, Luca.
You doing ATC?
No. I haven't done ATC in many years. I gave up with just the pilot now.
Alright. They're not using iVal.
Well, yes, we are, and the ATC is active, but I'm not ATC. Sounded like you asked if I'm doing ATC. We're doing ATC in terms of flying in the airspace and listening and, you know, following them.
Let me know my friend. My favorite friend is.
Hold on. They're talking in my ear. I can't hear you. Try again. Yeah, you. It's very busy on ATC, so maybe just hold off a little while until there's a break. I'll shout. Okay, go for it.
How about I'll just text you?
Look, are you breaking up? Say again.
I'm sending.
8350, we're ready for that.
Can you maybe text me? I'm really struggling to hear you.
Yeah.
05, runway 1 left, we have an apple point.
I think Luca is a friend of the owner.
I can't hear you either. I don't know what's wrong, but please try again.
I think that Luke was a friend of the ATC owner. He's going to preempt you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning, Sasso.
Morning. Morning.
How are we doing? Is it better?
Yes. Yeah, I'm inbound Hamburg. Well, everybody is now. I see we've got approach and tower on in Hamburg now. Thanks, Jet Power.
Skymatix 049 and monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Switching to Unicom, Skymatix 049, bye-bye, thanks for the service.
Ready for descent procedure.
Radar, 1, 7, 8, started.
1267, push back to start, is approved, UNH 1002.
No close, 1, check, start, 1, 6, 7. KLM 171 for Amsterdam radar.
KLM 171, good morning.
Morning, I'm in your area, so I want to tell you that I'm on flight level 370, inbound 10, taking K1.
171, thank you, identified.
Training 370, KLM 171. En goedemorgen, vriend.
Goedemorgen.
Nico, let's talk about the particle.
Yes.
They have to go into the object folder.
Yeah, there is a particle folder in the object folder, so you need to merge them. Okay, give me a second. Okay, Unicom 122.8, Skymatix 001. Morning, Rodrigo.
Approach top of descent.
Rodrigo, so far so good. It usually happens as we get closer to the approach. Okay, so I've got my task manager open. I'm looking at the performance. Currently, VRAM is stable at about 8.4 of the initial 12 gig, and it's using 3.1 of the 31.9 extended shared GPU memory. So, always in spec right now. We'll see what happens on the approach. I did pull more sliders to the left. I've taken lower texture resolutions. I disabled all of the SIM7 stuff or the Europe. I've disabled extended night lights, prefab, airports, you know, any and everything, including all scenery. Any scenery I'm not using, it's off. So I'm hoping it's more stable this way. I don't use the 4K mode because I don't have a 4K screen and I don't want to, you know, waste more resources. So I just use the normal 2K.
Now the problem with me is that is the connection.
Your
Connection is going like crazy. Yeah, the internet.
Yeah, internet. Yeah, I can hear. I can hear. It's very fluctuating in your voice there. Morning, Antonio. So you know what? We do the best we can. You know, we've got good days, bad days. Don't let it bother you.
Yeah. No, but I know with this modem with this provider, it's not that great.
Okay.
I know it's been a problem. But I want to try to port everything at the same time.
Echo Delta Victor Charlie, traffic November 2159, Bravo is present position 10 minutes north of the field at 3000, descending 1000 to enter right traffic circuit runway 22.
V4 v200.5.1.
Heathrow for establishing localized.
Denmark 0.4, speed 170 knots, or creator 25 final, contact tower 126.855, blend.
70 knots, 5 miles, contact tower. That's Heathrow for, yeah, thanks for coverage.
Insane. I don't do anything. Everything is related to how Laminar uses the lighting. Depending on the lighting, the color changes, it seems. You know, early morning, dusk, dawn.
Turn right heading 200 and clear.
There are many other times, you know, when the sun shines in a different way, it changes the color. It's nothing I do about it. It just happens automatic.
Definitely need the rudder.
What do you need? A left rudder or what? What did you say, so?
No, I need the rudder.
Oh, you need a rudder.
I'm next there at the moment.
Hmm.
And is 210 is 210 27 gusting 44.
Oh yeah.
And the runway there is 26.
Ah.
So it's basically full throttle.
Yeah.
Knots throttle. Nice.
Just reached runway 23.
Skymatix VA Flight, speed 170 knots, greater to 5 miles. Final contact tower 126.8. Have landing.
Contact tower will exist by 12 hours.
I'm going into ATC now, so I'm just going to mute myself. I'll be back.
All right.
Bremen radar, good morning. Skymatix 001, information Foxtrot on board. We are descending to flight level 150, inbound Hamburg.
001 on contact with radar 119, 510.
Thank you, sorry. How did I get that wrong? That's approach. Oh, he must have slipped in as I was clicking the button. There's approach, there's approach. Yeah, you see, as I click it, it switches. Aye. 119. Bremen radar, Skymatix 001, information Foxtrot on board. Inbound MUBZI, flight level 170, descending 150. And somebody's blocking me. I give up. I give up.
Alanados 2, 3,
to level off.
3, 2, 3. Bremen Radar, good morning. Startup approved. On the VFR. Alanados 323, Bremen Radar, good morning, say again.
I'm totally confused. They are overlapping their frequency, so God only knows where you need to be and what frequency you need to be on. It's totally overlapped on the map, yeah.
Runway 60 to point runway 25, Air Charlie, expect runway 5. Runway 5, current. Runway 5.
And somebody's blocking the frequency the whole time. Somebody's transmitting.
The frequency is open mic.
Yeah.
Radar A, hello, Skymatix 0574, inbound to Zibo, descent flight level 110.
Skymatix 0574, Bremen Radar, good morning, 4,000.
1000, Skymatix 0574.
Skymatix 001, we are inbound RIBSO, flight level 150, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, Bremen Radar, good morning, identified, descent flight level 70, Position direct Delta, Hotel 632, expect runway 23.
Direct Delta Hotel 632, expect runway 23, and we're going down to flight level 70, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 049, turn left, heading 040, contact director 118 Schmidt 205.
Skymatix 049, please say again.
049, turn left, heading 040.
Turning left, 040, Skymatix 049.
Yeah, we're good now, Christer. But the guy with his open mic is creating havoc on whoever it is. Don't know who it is. It's not showing who it is on my client.
Alpha Uniform, Bremen Radar, guten Morgen. Info Foxtrot, startup approved, leads to Hamburg, via Hamburg 1 kilo departure, 5 hold, climb by shit, altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 0446. Delta Alpha Uniform, taxi to order point runway 25 via Charlie, backtrack runway 25. Reflection Charlie.
That's true, Steve. I thought I made that clear yesterday. It's a known issue. What's his name needs to fix it. Unfortunately, but I haven't used it in the last 4 or 5 flights now.
Radar Skymatix 0574.
Thank you, Boston, Skymatix 001,
Why don't you make your own forum post or join the guy that made the forum post? You know, say just put it out there. You know, let Dan know that you know you also got it.
Skymatix 001, confirm your waypoint is Delta Hotel 632.
It was. Sir, I promise you it was. I see it's not following. I will correct now. Skymatix 001. Was most definitely. Was most bloody definitely.
Skymatix 049, turn right heading 200, contact director 118 Schmidt 205.
I don't know. Know why that happened.
Turning right, 200, contact 118 decimal 205.
Better pay attention.
Lanado 323, squawk 7000. Skymatix 049, I confirm your director sequence now. Skymatix 0574. Maintain present heading, descent flight level 80, expect runway 23.
Descend 80 and expect ILS runway 23, maintain present heading, Skymatix 057.
Skymatix 001, maintain present heading, contact director 118.205.
Maintain heading 118.205 for the director Skymatix 001.
Light switches on.
And as I click it, it changes. That is annoying. I don't know when they started doing this in altitude, but this is really, really annoying. Yeah. Director, good morning, Skymatix 001, inbound Delta Hotel 632.
Post sequentially checked again for director on 118.205.
Director, good morning, Skymatix 001, inbound Delta Hotel 623.
001, Hamburg director alone, turn left heading 050, descend 3000 feet, QNH 1005.
050 and 3000 feet, Skymatix 001. Right, I'm gonna have to pay more attention on this stupid altitude client. Since this last update, I've never seen it do this. The moment I want to click on it, it moves it to like in the middle where it's highlighted. You know, it's kind of like, oh, you reach a boundary and then it moves it, but then your mouse is in the wrong place, you click the wrong frequency. So I'm really gonna have to pay attention to that. Flippin' weird. Let me show you what I mean, and you guys can understand. See, this is the frequency list. When you click on the frequencies, so 118.205 stands there. The moment I want to click it, it moves into this highlighted position. It's like you reach a boundary, now you move over into the new area, they move it, and then I click it because this is where I'm expecting it. And you see, look there, it's just changed. See, now tower.
Hello, Skymatix 0574 on heading 074, descent 5000.
Anyway, I just wanted to illustrate to you I'm not that dof, not that stupid. This is just what happens.
0574, turn left heading 050, descend 4000 feet, QNH 1005.
050, descend 4000, QNH 1005, Skymatix 057.
Skymatix 001, turn right heading 200, clear the left runway 23.
If that was for me, it went over my head. Was that for 001?
Skymatix 001, affirmed, turn right, now heading, Turn right, heading 220, cleared ILS, runway 23.
220 to the right and cleared for the ILS 23. Apologies, sir. Skymatix 001. It's weird. You expect it one way. The moment you click it, it changes. It's like literally like it goes over a boundary. Now it suggests a new one, but it's confusing. And you know, you don't pay that great attention. And I mean, it's happened now how many times today? It's weird, man. Weird. I'll have to be very careful.
049, turn right, heading 320.
Turning right, 320, Skymatix.
Are you on the latest version of the this altitude pilot line? This Aveo altitude pilot line? Skymatix 001 on the localizer runway 23.
Skymatix 001, roger. Speed 230 knots.
Please repeat the speed. You broke up.
Speed 220 for now, for Skymatix 001.
Increasing speed to 220, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 049, turn further right, heading 060.
Turning further right.
DGP, yeah, I'm getting that same feeling now. We're gonna have to start using the radios better, proper.
Skymatix 057, turn right, heading 210, clear ILS, runway.
210 and clear for ILS 23, Skymatix 05.
That's the tower frequency.
1000 to level off.
Right, so speed brake, auto brake, stay set. Then now it's got the rest. The ice can come off.
For now, contact them radar 119 at this mark, 10. Skymatix 049, descend 3000 feet, UNH 1005.
Uh, 4,000 is actually our go around altitude anyway.
Skymatix 049, turn now left heading 210, cleared ILS runway 23.
Turn left, 210, cleared for ILS 23, Skymatix 03.
Skymatix 0574, speed of speed.
3000, Skymatix 0574.
Can we switch to tower, Skymatix 001?
No, it's not the
Skymatix 001 switching to tower, please. Tower, good morning, Skymatix 001 on the ILS for runway 23.
Skymatix 001, Hamburg Tower, good morning. Continue approach number 2.
Continue approach number 2, Skymatix 001.
Hamburg Tower, good morning. Skymatix 0527 established on ILS for runway 23.
Skymatix 0527, Hamburg Tower, good morning. Wind 200 degrees, front for north, runway 23, clear to land.
Right, for those of you who want to keep score, my VRAM is currently at 8.3 and it's still 3.1 on the shared section. So far so good. No spikes, it's very smooth, just running. Morning, George.
Hamburg Turm, Delta Echo Lima Echo.
Lima Echo, Hamburg Turm, hallo.
Delta Echo Lima Echo, eine Cessna 182 am Vorfeld der allgemeinen Luftfahrt, 4 Personen an Bord. Für VFR Platzgrund bitte rollen.
Radio altimeter.
Delta Lima Echo, QNH 1005, Piste 23. Squawk 7001, rollen Sie zum Rollhalter Piste 23 über PNK 5, Delta 1 und Delta 8.
Rolle zum Rollhaltpiste 23 über Yankee 5, Delta 1, Delta 8, QNH 1005, Squawk 7001, Delta Echo Lima Echo.
Ready for landing checklist.
Well, we've got 3 greens. Speed brake is armed, auto brake is set, you've got the lights cabin is secure. There we go. Just waiting for the landing clearance. Thanks, Tommy. Don't worry, George. We got this. Check with all the guys coming in now. George, I promise you, you have the issue. It's not a question of do you want to. It's a question of you have to. Unfortunately, Zibo put the particle folder in the wrong place, so you have to move it now for us. The truck itself is not the problem, it's the particles that it sprays. If you look at your one, you'll see the third truck is not spraying anything, it's invisible, so you need to put...
Clear to land runway 23.
And Skymatix 001, clear to land?
500. Clear to land runway
Skymatix
23.
001, eastbound.
Thank you, sir. All right, so now you have to do what you have to do, George.
Hamburg Tower, continue approach number 2.
Continue to approach number 300.
Yeah, hope it's going to be a happy one. The wind's a bit of a factor here today.
Minimums.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Delta Lima Echo, Rollhals, Delta 8, 2, 3, bereit.
Not too bad.
Reverse unlocked.
Delta Lima Echo, standby.
Auto brake in use.
Too bad, just to get the wind under control with the rudder here and the ailerons. Oof. Actually,
great landing.
Get off here.
You are professional.
Delta Lima Echo, rollen Sie zum Abflugpunkt bis 2-3.
Not too bad, eh?
Rolle zum Abflugpunkt bis 2-3, Delta Lima Echo.
Skymatix 001, runway vacated. Thank you. She is, eh?
Skymatix 001, welcome to Hamburg. Any preferred stand?
Just next to my crew is fine, sir, anyway there.
Skymatix 001, are you interested in stand 903?
Yeah, that's fine. 9-3, if you say so, it's fine.
Skymatix 001, then taxi stand 903 via Delta 1 and Yankee 3.
Stand 93 via Delta 1 and Yankee 3, Skymatix 001.
Delta Lima Echo, Squawk 7002. Nach dem Abheben fliegen Sie in die Platzrunde Piste 23, Wind 200 Grad, 16 Knoten, Piste 23, Start frei.
Squawk 7002, Piste 23, Start frei, fliege danach Platzrunde Piste 23, Delta Lima Echo.
Skymatix 0527, contact Hamburg AKZOM on 121.705.
After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Yeah, but I mean, at what cost, Rodrigo? I mean, I've had to now slip so many of my sliders left. You know, I've reduced so much and, you know, closed so many or
0527, good morning.
disabled so many sceneries and stuff. You know, it's we'll have to see. I am glad that I could actually finish a flight, so there's hope, you know. There's definitely hope. We need to just now take it easy when we re-enable stuff.
Contact April Tower 121.705.
Flaps up and set.
0527.
49 are in 200, 1 knots, runway 23, bitte.
Why is that stupid marking so disgustingly bad? Anyway, let's see, where are we now? Looks like this is Yankee 3 then. I've also wondered about that, the cloud quality thing. Is 91.
Skymatix 001, Hamburg Tower.
Info 001.
Skymatix 001, are you still able to stand 91? 93 is blocked.
Yeah, I'll just make a shop then. Thank you for 91.
So.
Delta Lima Echo im Gegenanflug zu 23, bitte aufsetzen, durchstarten.
Delta Lima Echo, drehen Sie in den Endanflug bis zu 23.
No, Rodrigo.
In den Endanflug bis zu 23, Delta Lima Echo.
If you guys want to stick around, I'll show you in X-Organizer what I did. You know, I'll recap my settings in X-Plane quickly, and then I'll show you guys what I did in X-Organizer. You know, just disabled so many things.
Lima Echo, nach dem Aufsetzen und Durchstarten, fliegen Sie in die Platzzone bis zu 23. Wind 200 Grad, 16 Knoten bis zu 23, frei aufsetzen und durchstarten.
Nach dem Aufsetzen und Durchstarten fliegen in die Platzzone bis zu 23, bis zu 23, frei zum Aufsetzen und Durchstarten, Delta Lima Echo.
Ready for shutdown
Hello,
procedure.
Skymatix 0574, established on Night runway 23.
Skymatix 0574, Hamburg Tower, good morning, continue approach number 2.
Continue approach number 2, Skymatix 0574.
George, Skymatix 049, runway change at 7.
Skymatix 049, welcome to Hamburg. Any preferred stand?
I will taxi to the company that
Skymatix 049, looks like all stands are full. Are you interested in a cargo stand?
Okay, let me show you guys what I did. And this is the X-Plane settings. So cloud quality, shadow quality, all left. Rendering distance, world object, vegetation. This is on the first notch so that I can at least see the buildings. If I don't have it on the first notch, no buildings. In terms of texture quality, I went back a few notches, but this one seems to be okay. So not full texture quality, but that's good enough. So this in terms of X-Plane seems to have worked. And now I just need to shut down my X-Plane once all the pictures are taken, and then I'll show you my X-Organizer. So currently my VRAM situation is like this. 7.4 gig physical memory, use 3.1 shared memory. That doesn't really fluctuate. That seems to be, you know, it is what it is. Let me file my flight. And I'm back on Discord, guys.
Hey Nico.
Yes.
I just saw on the settings, 3D vegetation is on.
Yes.
So try to disable it. You don't really care about the moving trees.
No, sure. That's true. You're right. But the thing is that I still like it. You see, I've disabled my global forests. I've disabled all the sim stuff. So that's my trees currently in the sim. I don't have any extra
No,
trees.
my idea was that maybe if you disable the 3D vegetation, then you can move one slider to medium at least. That's,
yeah.
I don't know.
You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. But I'll go play with it offline. I'm not too worried about it right now. And I'll go have a look, see. Because that to me is nice, because then I have moving trees. You know?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Anyway, sorry. I just have to run. Have a good day, everyone. And I see you in the next couple of days.
Yeah, 100%.
Ciao.
Bye. I'm used to having it on, Tommy. So You know, if I could have shown you like pre-explained 12.1.2, my settings were very much to the right. So the degradation in performance / VRAM problems / whatever, you know, has caused me to bring it down substantially. I'm not used to running it down like this, eh? Not at all. Just want to get everybody on the ground, guys, and then once everybody's landed and parked, Uncle John will take his picture, then we close down. Uncle John? Can you see the landing lights now? Because I've got landing lights showing.
Oh, the landing lights, yeah, they work. It's there's one set of lights that's not working.
I thought it was the landing lights.
No, the landing lights, they all work now. It's brilliant. Taxi lights not working.
They'll fix it. I mean, they're obviously busy fiddling with it, right? And because we want to be beta testers, we get the unfortunate mishaps from time to time. But other than that, you know, they'll fix it. We'll be happy soon again. But I must be honest with you, it worked on my nerves yesterday when I crashed out again. It was just not fun. Just amazingly, terribly bad.
Well, I mean, I'm suffering from FPS. It'll suddenly go from 30 odd right the way down to about 6. But,
that's crazy.
And then it goes back up again. I don't know what's causing it. The other thing is it couldn't flare.
Okay.
It just wouldn't flare.
And tell me, did you disable your Symlink? Like I told you yesterday, when you have the bad FPS, disable Symlink. Exit. Close it.
No, I didn't, to be honest.
You see. Because I'm thinking that's it.
I'll disable that every time, then Nick, and see if that makes any difference.
Yeah, do that.
No, I just checked. It's still up and running.
Yeah, just right click on Symlink and exit.
Got a nice message back. I sent thank yous to all of them.
Good.
And they replied, I've sent you a copy of it.
Thanks.
We're already famous. I'm making us even more famous.
Yeah. Yes, George. It's a nice turnout, yes. Kev, there was, but a lot of people are complaining that, or let me rephrase that. They complain about FPS, and then when they disable it during the FPS hit, it seems to fix the problem. Now, a couple of guys have said, oh, mine is working, and when I disable it, I get no difference in FPS, which is normal. I mean, if it works, it works. But if you get into that situation where you have a FPS problem, it also seems to work by closing it. So, either or. Owen forgot his landing lights. Hey, Laurie.
How's it, Nico? How did you go this morning?
Excellent. I'm still up and running VRAM with all the sliders pulled to the left and disabling all the other third-party stuff. It seems to have given me a full flight now.
Oh, that's great. I did read somewhere that if you've got issues, you need to just dial back the textures.
Yeah, that was Christer who gave us that great tip. Comes from Ben at Ben Supnik at Laminar.
Yes. Yeah.
Joe Nota, that's excellent if you're happy with that. I've got AMD graphics, and I think the brunt of the problem lies with AMD graphics. That's the problem. I don't have NVIDIA. One day I'll buy an NVIDIA again.
Yeah, I've got my textures set to the midpoint. Seems to be fine.
Yeah, mine's one notch to the left on the textures now. Seems fine. Okay, so what does Symlink do? This is what Symlink does. See that little aircraft there, that aircraft of mine? It shows me where I am located. It basically, it allows me to track myself on the Navigraph desktop charts and en route, airways and stuff. This is what Symlink does. It gives you the ability to link to your aircraft. It interfaces between your aircraft and the charts. So if you go and you switch off Symlink, quit, your aircraft, it might be there for a little while because it's remembering where it was. But if you actually switch off everything, see, this is that one. Okay, so it's obviously remembering where I was, but if you start a new flight and you try and track yourself, it will not connect because it uses the Symlink to actually track you where you are, and then it puts you onto the chart. There you go. It's died now. You see, it just took a little while. So now I can't track myself anymore. It's dead. It says here at the bottom, actually, could not connect Symlink. Symlink needs to be running. Read more about Symlink. Big error that comes up at the bottom here. See? No, there's no such thing as a stupid explanation or a stupid question. The explanation might be stupid, but the question is fine. So, yeah, that is basically the only reason you have Symlink. And what happens is, I think now that you are able to track the VATSIM and the IVAO traffic, it's like there becomes an information overload. I don't think they've streamlined their packages yet. You know, they need to make sure that they don't overload the system, you know, with all the new information that comes in. That's just my opinion. I don't know how true that is, but you know, if you've got a whole bunch of things you all of a sudden need to put on a map and you've only got one little straw to get the information through, I can imagine it will build up some resistance, you know, have a weak moment from now and then, you know.
We're looking for a needle in a haystack, right?
Yeah, we are, but I'm fairly confident that this is one of them. It might not be the ultimate one, it might not be the only one, but it's definitely one of them. You know, so. The other problem, obviously, we've discussed it in the stream, is Vulcan, you know, and the way that laminar is now changing the way it works and things like that. Yeah, exactly, Krister. It's a bottleneck. We just need to figure out the best way and the best configuration to get past the bottleneck. Anyway, did you take your picture, sir?
I haven't bothered, Nick. Everybody's splattered all over the place.
Okay. I'll take one.
Okay, please. Thank you.
All right, done. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stick around for a minute or so, let's quickly look at the other stuff that I changed. I'll show you the ex-organizer stuff for those of you that are interested.
Are you going to stream that on Discord as well, Nick? Or no?
No, I can.
Thank you. Bless you.
All right, let's go. Yeah, then you've got my full screen. All right, so in here in Europe, you'll see the only scenery that I've got is Heathrow. All the other ones are disabled. So there's no other scenery in Europe, no scenery in North America, Asia, Oceania, Africa. Then even my prefab airports, I actually can take them out. I don't use FS Economy anymore, so I don't need them. I can actually get rid of them. Extended nightlights I've disabled. All of SOMVA and then Global Forests I've disabled. I just got rid of everything else that could occupy VRAM. So I've got AutoOrthos running here at the bottom, and I've got literally my libraries, one or two default stuff, and then just one scenery. That's it. So I'm basically down to a very simplified X-plane.
Okay.
It could be Alex. I'm not familiar with the technical detail, but, you know, it's your opinion. It could be very well true. I can. I did earlier, but we can do it again. So let me go there. I need to use my beta again to show you. So just bear with me. All right. So this is the standard Zibomod as you guys know it, right? Yeah. Over here, we've got the zip file that you get from me and Zibo. All right, so you open it. Now here, you've got particles in the wrong position. So in your zip file that you get from me and Zibo, it's in the wrong position. So when you simply go and you copy it into your Zibomod and you replace everything, all right? You now sit with a particles folder here, which you shouldn't have. So all you do is just drag and drop it into objects and overwrite it, and there you go. So now if you go into objects, there was a particle folder. We did overwrite some of it, but some of it was existing already. Okay, so if you go and you compare the two, you'll see those two files are obviously new. The rest was in there already. So you just have to merge the two. That's my way of doing it. It's the easiest, simplest way of doing it. You just drag and drop it into objects. It merges. You overwrite what you need to do, and that's at the end of story.
Basically, particles, just drop the particles folder in.
Well, the particle folders, Zibo gave it to us in the incorrect position. We have to now go and put it in the objects folder. That's all. Drag and drop it into it. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys are happy. We'll chat with you guys some other time again, hopefully in the week. you guys must have an excellent rest of your weekend.
Are you coming in now, Nico, or later?
Yeah, a little bit later. Just give me a couple of minutes.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.